this video, I tried out the OP Lithuanian path. Could I make Lithuania a superpower? Watch the video to see. Welcome back to the world of Hearts of Iron 4. East Asia looks a bit different. That's because the DLC released yesterday as of the time I'm recording this video. I don't have it, as you can see, because Jibe-Sanma is still here. But we're not going to be worrying about any of this stuff in this video, because we're going to be playing over here in Lithuania. Let's just hop right on into it. Everyone, welcome to the beautiful land of Lithuania. We have ourselves 9 divisions with 1 gun between all of them, and we have 26 guys who are willing to join the fight if we need. And yeah, there is coal now. This is my first game with the new patch, so I don't know. We'll just keep building. We'll build mills, I think, just to start off with. Alright, so we do have a nice focus tree as Lithuania. We have a split right at the start to restore the Workers' Republic or reconvene this thing. I'm probably going to be doing the strongest Lithuanian path today, so that will require reconvening this thing, so let's just get started on that. You know, I think it's a good thing we're reconvening this because right now it's not giving us the best of boosts. I mean, minus 15% stability and those economy and political advisor costs are certainly not helpful to a strong Lithuanian state. Of course, we also have an underfunded military and agrarian society, which is crippling to our industry and to our manpower. But at least the Iron Wolves are low in terms of threat. So Voldemort, we can either free him or exile him. Voldemort, you have no place in the Lithuanian government. We'll be exiling you today, and we'll use our nice political power to go right up to partial mob. And hopefully we don't start running out of coal. I just realized it's a good thing we're exiling Voldemort because he leads these Iron Wolves, and we don't want them anywhere near our country because they're planning on cooing us. Matter of fact, let's just remove these Iron Wolves right away. Oh, look at that, new out of fuel icon. I have a feeling we'll probably see that quite a bit as Lithuania today. Alright, and I guess this is a free thing as part of the patch, the new doctrine system. I'm excited to see what I can do with these 3 doctrines here. More importantly, just the land doctrine today. I don't think we'll be doing navy or much air. There we go. The Iron Wolves are gone. Next up, Lithuanian preservationism. And thankfully, the Seimas will be on our side once again. This is our next big choice. We can do a priestly prime minister, where I believe this is more democratic path. We can do a martial prime minister. It's more of a military government, I believe. Or a king for our people. Yes, we would like a king for our people. There we go. King Mindaugas III has joined the government, and he is now our king. We have changed to a nice, more purple color, which I like a lot more than that yellow. And we have a pretty beautiful flag, if I say so myself. So Mindaugas, he's not the current leader of the country, but he is here in spirit, as a national spirit. Alright, next up, we're actually going to do a bit of industry. Let's rejoin the railways. Time for probably my favorite focus in this whole tree, 4 civs. Yes, please. And we do modify this terrible agrarian society. Well, we've grabbed some civs in our own country through our focuses. I think it's time we grab some civs from other people's countries. So I'm going to continue back down our political tree here. Okay, well, we're out of coal. Great, that's another resource that makes playing minor nations even harder. Mindaugas III has the perfect plan. He needs to establish some royal guards, and then he told me himself that he doesn't want to be a national spirit anymore. No, he wants to have a full-on portrait. So sorry, Mr. Antanas, but you are getting abolished, good sir. Alright, we've abolished the presidency, and now Mindaugas III is in charge. And you know what Mindaugas wants to do? Yes, he wants to secure Estonia and Latvia. People, it is time to claim Livonia, and oh, we've changed to a different shade of purple. And we are now actually the Kingdom of Livonia. Let's support monarchism in Poland, and we should, hopefully, have that done after we're done getting these 2 guys. So first off, we'll declare on Latvia. Alright, and with all of this fighting, we're able to select a new grand doctrine. Alright, so do we want to do mobile warfare, superior firepower, mass assault, or grand battle plan? I think I would like to do grand battle plan today. We're going to be holding out against the Soviets, most likely. Well, I lied. It's taken us a while to conquer Latvia, and we have this focus done before I even got onto Estonia. But that unlocks, up here at the top, our claim to Poland. We actually don't need to fight Poland, and that's a good thing because I think we would be destroyed by Poland. It would be very hard to conquer them in time before the Germans or Soviets come a-knockin', so we will propagandize monarchist sentiment in Poland. And eventually, I believe, we just fully annex Poland. Alright, we're about to capture Riga. I wonder if that will do it. No, it will not. We will need to move on to other cores that they have. And finally, we've taken out Latvia. and we will quickly line up on the Estonian border. And what's nice is we do have all of this stuff as cores, so as we push in, we will gain their industry and their manpower. And we officially have a navy now. Algirdas Lozaratus will lead the navy. What a name. Well, now that we're all lined up on the border, I think you know what's coming. There. Thankfully, Estonia was much easier to take out than Latvia. Just like that, we have formed ourselves a nice little empire here. So just like that, we're up to 55 factories. Look at how many civs we have already. Yeah, we are at a -8 amount of coal, so I'm gonna buy some. This is my first time buying coal. Here we go. Let's buy it from the UK. Nice, we have enough claims in Poland that we can even invest in them now. And we can also do some anti-Ignacy Moshiki propaganda. And we can sway their generals. We'll do all of these. Should probably fix the army and make them competent again with royal reform. I can't believe it only takes 70 days to turn our army from underfunded and, quite frankly, terrible into competent. Why didn't every nation just do one 70-day focus in real life and fix their military? It's that easy. There, we have 85 claim strength, so we can do this Kingdom of Poland focus. I will say that claim strength, it will decrease, so just make sure that it stays over 80. I'm not sure if things will cancel. It might cancel. The moment of truth here, will they accept? Okay, Poland has declared on Poland. We have the Kingdom of Poland under Paweł Kozłowski and Ignacy Moshiki, who is only in Warsaw. I don't think things are going to end up well for you, Ignacy. We're actually not going to take a focus. We're just going to watch this and see how it goes first. Okay, that's very quick. There, Poland was annexed. Now we have the Kingdom of Poland, and they are a personal union of us. So they are our subject. That means one thing, we can restore the Commonwealth. And guess what? We annex the Kingdom of Poland and gain cores on everything. All of this will become our core. At the start of 1939, we have taken Lithuania from this to all of this. Alright, watch this. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth's rebirth. We annexed their whole country, gained all of their divisions, all of their cores, all of their manpower, all of their factories, everything. We're now up to 110 factories. And just take a look at this. For reference, we have pretty much the same economy, if not better, than France. We started as Lithuania. You know, a country this large, we should not be an agrarian society anymore. Let's remove it. Oh, and we're also able to move our capital back to Vilnius. And we gain 10% stability. When we do so, let's do it. The star has just moved from here to over here. Now you may be thinking, aren't you worried about fighting the Germans and the Soviets again? No, I am not worried about fighting the Germans at least, because they will claim Memel, or Klaipeda as it's known, but we're just going to give in to that. Because Danzig War actually requires the country controlling Danzig to be Poland. But technically, we were Lithuania, so it just gets bypassed. So the Germans will never get a war goal on us, except if we were to decline this. So we will accept Memel, and we'll set our sights on the Soviet Union. But don't worry, Germany, we'll be back for this land. Czechoslovakia has been eaten, and as you can see up here, there's justification on us. Germany is coming after us, but not to worry, it's just for Klaipeda. And you know what, a very nice move by France. They've seen that we have a very similar industry, and they are now guaranteeing our independence. Thank you, France. Okay, so here we go. Germany has demanded Memel. Unfortunately, we're going to accept this, but we will be back. Well, we've gotten a Soviet ultimatum. It is the 9th of September 1939, just around the time World War II would start over Poland anyways, and we can either accept it and just get annexed from them. No, they're gonna have to take our land by force. Yep, so the Soviets do have a war goal on us. The good thing about this is since France guaranteed us, for whatever reason, the Soviets will be dragged into war with the Allies as well. So we should be able to actually join the Allies. Well, here the Soviets come, they have declared war on us, and France has accepted the call to arms. We do have a few red bubbles, but we should be able to hold out. Okay, that's a lot of Soviets here attacking Narva. We probably should get some troops out as port guards because the Soviets love naval invading. There we go. All of those red bubbles have turned green. And we have an invite to the Allies. Yes, we have officially pushed a tile into Soviet territory, and they have not pushed us back a single tile across the whole front. The Soviets declared on Finland in the Winter War, and Finland has joined the Allies. Okay, you know what? This is a bit of a misplay by me. Since we're in the Allies, we actually can't do collab governments, I'm pretty sure, which is going to be painful in the long run. Unfortunately, France, our great allies, have capitulated. Good thing all of their troops are still here in our country, or well, most of their troops are still here in our country. Even got some British troops. I have terrible news. They have pushed a single tile into our homeland. All it cost them was 600,000 casualties. Looking across the front, the Soviet troops don't look too healthy. There is a lot of orange bars that aren't full. Oh, please let me get this encirclement. Oh, yes. I believe that's 19 Soviet divisions that we've encircled here. And there go all of these Soviets. We've achieved a significant breakthrough in the south. Yeah, as we push in these lands down here, these are our core states. So we should grab the manpower, we should grab the industry from them. Okay, look at this massive encirclement I've just achieved. There, I've just designed our fighters. If you don't know what this means in Polish, just Google it. I'm just kidding, that's not a real word, but you believed me, didn't you? Okay, I believe this is 33 Soviet divisions we have trapped in this pocket. Let's close it off. There we go. Let's take a look at the casualties after that one, and after about 10 months of fighting, okay, we've taken 157,000 casualties, but the Soviets, 2 million casualties, 1.6 million to us. Finland just capitulated. We will avenge them. Let's claim Greater Lithuania. Look at all these claims we get, and we are quite on our way to forming the Greater Commonwealth. We just will need a little bit of the German territory, so I hope they don't mind. While Romania still gave in to the Soviets for Bessarabia. Interesting choice, Ian. This focus is really good for us. We get 10% attack and defense on core territory, and remember, a lot of this stuff down here is our cores. Well, I'm gonna give a full-on offensive a try. We have a decent amount of equipment in stockpile. We have more divisions than them. So let's just hit this button and see if there's any green bubbles that pop up. Okay, yep, that's quite a few green bubbles. There we go. It looks like we've captured Leningrad up here in the north, and we're well on our way to Moscow. We are literally one tile away. And there we go. Moscow is in our hands. Well, the Germans have declared on the Soviets. I don't think you guys are going to be able to get over to them. And I don't want them to get any of this war score. I want all of this land for myself, ideally. Stalingrad is wide open for the taking, and we've captured it very easily. Just look at the amount of strength that most of the Soviet troops have. They have nothing left. I don't know if I've ever seen the Soviet army whittled down this much. They have at most 76 divisions. Well, the Soviets are at 98% towards capitulation. They've taken nearly 4 million casualties to us. It's pretty much over at this point. They have at most 35 divisions left. Like I said, this is 1941. I've never seen the Soviet army whittled down this much this early on in the game. My game's frozen, and the Soviets have capitulated. We had 93% of the war score. Look at how much equipment they had left total. That's it. They had a ton of trains and nothing else. There we go. We were actually able to take literally everything. I think they changed the way peace deals actually work. We generated negative world tension. We actually removed world tension from the Treaty of Moscow. As you can see there, we lost 10% world tension. So the Allies shouldn't boot us from the faction, even though we just annexed all of the Soviet Union, all of Mongolia, and Tanatuva. Alright, next up, we have to set our sights west, and that is the Mustache Man. So I'm going to continue building up, and I'll see you in a bit. We've got Mr. Leonis Bistris here and Mr. Mykolas Slezavicius, who both should help with our compliance and resistance here in all of this occupied Russian territory. There's always a point in the game where you just start building a ton of railways, and honestly, I like building a ton of railways. I like making sure all of my supply is nice and good. I'm building up because when we join this war, we will likely join against the Japanese as well. Alright, we just completed a reminder of the true enemy. Focus. We have a decision now. The true enemy. Is it the Soviet Union or the Germans? I'm gonna take a stab at it and say it's probably not the Soviet Union, and I don't think we can trust the Germans. It looks like we get 2 land forts on every bordering province with them. Let's just see if this works. Yes, it did. And nice. Through this focus, we can make Mindaugas III a dictator. Now, I don't know what the Germans are doing, but they are justifying against us. I'm not sure if that's maybe Denmark or Norway, because they haven't gone in on them. I'm guessing my full annexation of Poland probably had something to do with this. Whatever they're doing, they are justifying on us. Well, yeah, I don't know what the Germans were doing, but they've declared war on us. Well, let's see if we can hold this. I'm really hoping we can. They have a lot of units on our front line. Alright, so the first order of business is pushing out East Prussia and retaking Klaipeda. Let's see if we can do that right here. Yes, there we go. We've retaken Klaipeda. We're going to rename this back. So it seems as if the Allies are attempting a counterattack of the Germans, which is good. That'll keep them busy while we push them out of here and hopefully hold these areas. Yeah, we're holding Romania pretty nicely. Safe to say our Air Force is doing quite well. Oh my god, 172 cast damage. I don't know if I've ever seen as ridiculous numbers as I did just there. I just saw it go up to 180. 200, did you see that? Yeah, safe to say our CAS is definitely doing the work here on the Germans. Yeah, look, the Americans are even pushing. We're still doing... I just saw it go up to 289. It's just ridiculous. This is all cut off. Germany, you made a mistake. You made a grave error. And it looks like a massive Allied D-Day landing is, well, being attempted at least. Looks like, yeah, they're failing, but it's good to see their heart is in the right place. We've already lost 143,000 men, which, you know, is not very good, but the Germans have already taken 1.4 million casualties to us. Alright, I'm going to attempt this pocket right here. We'll see if this goes well. Our CAS is just obliterating them. Just need 4 more states, and I can proclaim the Greater Commonwealth, so let's work towards getting those now. Oh, okay, it looks like before we can get all these states, the Vichy French are attempting a naval invasion up here in Estonia. While I mop this up, we did get control of Stettin here, so we can do the Greater Commonwealth, and in 70 days we'll get a ton more cores. Feels like there's more Germans in Finland than in their mainland. Spending a little too much on trying to keep control of this instead of defending, well, Berlin, which we are just 2 tiles away from, so let's just go ahead and capture that. And there it is, it's that easy. And there, we've proclaimed the Greater Commonwealth. There, yeah, we're up to 3.8 million manpower, 400 factories. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button. Let's see how this goes. Oh, there goes Romania. We're even into the Netherlands over here. Yeah, this is a complete collapse of the Axis lines. It will be the Lithuanians who liberate Paris. We're pushing that fast, that far, that there's been no D-Days. It's literally just been us pushing from our border all the way into France. And oh my, Germany capitulated. I was looking over here, I didn't realize how close they were to capitulation, but yes, we have done it. It's now just Italy that is left. Quick casualties check. The Axis have lost 15 million men total. We've lost 500,000, but we've taken out 5 million Germans, 700,000 Hungarians, 300,000 French, 750,000 Italians, and almost 500,000 Romanians. So yeah, we are definitely pulling our weight in this war. Well, here goes another large chunk of the army, and we're just completely moving into Italy now. And we're at the gates of Rome. Let's take it real quick. And there, it's really that easy. Italian Civil War is here, and they have barely any land left. And they are 100% towards capitulation, so I believe once this ticks past 24, the war will be over. And yes, peace deal is here. Alright, peace deal is done with. And look at how much land we got. We did end up getting the Italian puppet when it popped out, so we do have control over all of Italy. We took all of this land from Germany. We took all of Austria, Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria as well. A truly glorious Lithuania, a truly glorious Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. That was a very fun game and very strong. I recommend you give this a go because it's actually very fun. If you've watched this far, please consider leaving a like or subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.